Hi Pisces, welcome to your What They Aren't Telling You reading for March 22nd through April 5th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. Full disclosure, I've had a cup of coffee. Got a little salty in a few readings, just saying. Might have been a bit judgy. Alright, Pisces. Not to where sometimes I feel bad for the cross watchers because they're just like, I just want perspective. I don't need a lecture. I get it. All right, Pisces. 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 Oh, okay. Ouch. Right. Three of Swords. All right. This is here's the thing. Right away, I feel like, and now watch, I'm wrong. Nope, that's coffee talking. I feel like this is disappointment. I feel like this is sadness and disappointment, but I feel like it's something that can be worked through or come back from. The timing, you're gonna need time. About 3 months. Something this is gonna resolve well. Okay, it's a 3. In about 3 months, but this is something that you kind of knew was gonna probably since December-ish, like mid-December. You've been dealing with this. You kind of knew it was gonna happen. Gonna happen. Whatever this is, we'll see. Maybe. And it's gonna take another 3 months. You're kind of in the thick of it right now. You probably just found out something that's kind of twisting the knife a little bit, but it's in 3 months things will look very different. Let's just put it that way. Okay, well, there's your reading. Thanks for stopping by. All right, Five of Swords, Two of Swords. Nice, great. Oh, Knight of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Six of Cups. Look at that. Eight of Swords reversed. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Alright. Let's see here. Maybe this won't be doom and gloom tarot. It'll be happy sappy. Okay. Alright. So it might appear that this person has cut you off when in reality they are simply indecisive and they don't want any connection, contact, forward movement, or communication. This looks like you are pretty much disconnected from this person. You got 2 5s here, which is vigils. So it could be unbeknownst to you that somebody else is thinking about you just as much as you're thinking about them. Unbeknownst to you. So this person, I think you're still on their mind, but I don't think they're reaching out to you or moving forward to you, moving towards you. There's been a definite disconnect. If they could tell you, they'd probably tell you that I just feel completely disconnected from you, but I still think of you very much as a soulmate and as my person. All right. I think they are going to move past how there it is. That's what I was saying. Remember, 3 months I was saying, okay, here it is. This is them moving past resentment, moving past feeling trapped, moving past any kind of like I want to say hangry, any kind of anger, anxiety, just malcontent, things like that. Just moving past all that, releasing it, and open to new ideas, like letting go and being open, and coming to a place where now that they're open, now that they're past that anxiety and just kind of being stuck on how they felt, they're going to come to a place of being like weighing their options, like, okay, did I make the right decision? Was this worth it? What do I want? So it's almost like this is a kind of a long break. It's not a break up, even though it might feel like it. This is honestly, this has been, there was some kind of crisis or something mid-December, like the 15th, 13th through 18th. Something went down, and you two have been, but you're still very much on their mind as they are yours. What's this? All right, what's this Five of Swords here? They have cut off. This is all about nurturing, abundance, whatever. It could very well be the ideal relationship. This is someone that looks like they've cut things off from that. Hold on a minute. What's this Two of Swords about? Yeah. So this... is this somebody else? Pisces, this person, it might appear like they cut off a relationship. They cut off a connected, committed partnership that was ideal, that was a good match, all of that. But it's because, or in actuality, they don't want that. For some of you, this could be you waiting for someone to resolve another situation to be with you. And that could be that, there's something that involving this situation back in December that you're still dealing with. This person's still trying to resolve that situation. And it looks like, okay, it might look like they cut that off, but don't mistake that to be that they want to be with you now. They don't want to get married. They don't want to be, they don't want that. So, if this is they cut you off, this could be Taurus. If it's that they cut you off, it doesn't mean that they don't want to be with you. Perhaps it's just that they don't want any more talk of or movement towards connected, committed partnership. So maybe they want to be with you, they just don't want to get married. I don't know. This feels like it's not over. I'm telling you, it feels like maybe that's what the fight was about. That you're like, look, everything's great. Why don't we fit together? We're a good thing. And they're just like, no, I don't want. Both of these are Taurus, by the way. I don't want the conventional committed connection. What's this Five of Pentacles? There's a disconnect there. Maybe there was a fight. And it was like, I don't want things to move forward. I don't want to move towards this thriving, connected, committed partnership. And because of that, there was a breakup. And someone's like, I feel controlled. A connection equals control to me right now. What's this Six of Cups? Or they could be wondering, look at that, Six of Cups clarifying the Six of Cups. They could be wondering how they're going to do it now. Like, now that I've been cut off, how am I going to make things work for myself? How is my life going to work? Especially if this person relied on you for a lot of their day-to-day. If this was a very nurturing relationship, some would say codependent. Sometimes it can get into that area. But if this was a very nurturing relationship where they had one role, you had another, now that they're gone, or now that you're gone, they might be wondering where their other half of their life is. Like, oh gosh, the basics like laundry and, or driving someone to work, or mowing the lawn, or doing the dishes, whatever. This is someone that's trying to figure out how to either reestablish a connection or how to get themselves vertical again after this being cut off, feeling disconnected. Maybe this is saying I need to take a break to go my own way for a little bit, to think about things. But I feel like you're still on their mind because, I mean, we got soulmate connection here. We've got longevity. We've got even though they broke from you, it's kind of sad. They still are thinking about you. And I think they still think of you in terms of a soulmate connection. So why the break? Why did they want to go away and what's this Eight of Swords about? Maybe they just needed time to get over something. What's this Eight of Swords reversed about? Eight of Swords reversed. The sun was going to jump. That's a card of resolution and things working out and conflict resolution, problem solving. What's this Eight of Swords reversed about? Working things out, moving past resentment, anger, frustration, fear, anxiety, and moving forward with the help of friends, aka you two working it out. So this is them saying that they want to work it out, but they need to disconnect and know that they can do things on their own, or they just need some time to think about things. They probably come to the conclusion, hold on a minute. What's this Seven of Pentacles about? Okay. This is someone like, God bless it, and then they show back up because they're mad, but they're still showing up. So, it looks like, you know, someone has cut off the perfect relationship, the ideal relationship, someone that was really into taking care of them, or it was a real nurturing relationship. But what they're not telling you is, even though they think of you as a soulmate connection and you're their person and you've been with them through a lot, they don't want to get married. They don't want to get married. They might be trying to figure out how to find their way back to you, or because of this disconnect, they're trying to figure out things on their own, but they still think about you a lot. They still feel very connected to you, but they do not want to get married. They want to work things out, but they still are very gun shy about making things official. This is them weighing their future prospects very carefully. It's not that they have their doubts about you. It might be that they have their doubts about their ability, or that they pretty much feel trapped by making it legal. And, you know, it's the old argument, well, it's no big deal, it's just a piece of paper. Well, if it's just a piece of paper, you know what I mean? It's like the same argument could be made for both sides. So I don't think they have their doubts about you. I think they just have their doubts about, I don't think it's you. I think they just don't want to be married. Some people don't. Some people are fine with commitment, but not marriage. Maybe they don't believe in it. Maybe this is a lack of faith. I don't think this is about dating someone else, but something happened to make them want to disconnect from you, and then here they are wanting to come back around and work it out because they realize that you are a special person to them, dare I say soulmate, but this is them still kind of being guarded and at the crossroads. They're not telling you that they see you as a soulmate. They're telling you that they're trying to figure some things out, but they see you as a soulmate. They're not telling you that they don't want to get married. And they might be telling you, yeah, I want to work it out, but what they're not telling you is that I'm still really guarded and protective of my stuff, but I do care for you. I'm showing up, even though I'm world weary. Even though I'm mad, I'm still showing up. Because I think this would be worth it moving forward. The Seven of Pentacles talks about future investments and figuring out profit, loss margins, all of that. It's kind of a practical approach, but in terms of a relationship and making an offer, it's, it's it's like the equivalent of wanting to know someone's credit score, kind of. It's just a very brass tacks, practical way of looking at things. But I mean, if you're thinking of a future with someone, marriage or not, kind of want to know where you're getting into. And this is that person very carefully weighing their options. What's this Knight of Cups here? Oh, this is also you being you need to probably listen to your friends. All right, both of you have that. Where's the Eight of Swords? Okay, I think this depends on how strongly you want that committed, connected partnership with this person. You can have fidelity and devotion without a marriage license, all right? But this is an offer, an emotional offer. This could be wanting something more than is reasonable. Like, okay, let's take a look at the emotional intensity behind this offer. It could be that. It could be like there's all this intensity, but it's couched in an emotional offer. I think this is saying you need to take a look at that. You need to take a look at the offer that you want to make or that was made to you, Pisces. And look at, we got the Two of Swords again here. Blindfold. Either there's something you're not seeing or examining, but for whatever reason, it feels like there might be a lot of importance placed on this, and there's other things that are going left unexamined. And like you're blind to it. All you see is you want this connection. You want the They have feelings for you, but I don't think they have any faith in, or they don't want to talk about marriage. I don't think they want that. And this is saying that it might be advisable for you also to not pursue someone under the guise of that connected, committed partnership. This is blocked feelings, blocked emotions, things being at a stalemate, no decision, no movement forward. So we've got an offer with no movement forward or no decision made, and a lot of anxiety because of it. But you've got all this wise counsel around you, and yet you still might feel like there's no way out, or this is almost like wanting to stay stuck because then it keeps you connected somehow or obligated somehow. I don't know. There might be safety in staying stuck. Like it might feel that way. But as far as this offer, it's almost like that's not the answer. It's not. It might be stubbornly wanting an offer from someone because I hate to say because then you win, but it's like wanting. It's almost like, no, I want things the way I want them. I want it my way. I want an offer from this person. I've earned it. I deserve it. And it could be kind of going down that emotional intensity road, and it's like, whoa, wait, check yourself. Hold on a minute. Look how blind you are. Look at this. Wait, what's really going on here? What does that offer mean? Why? Because they are staunchly putting their foot down going, no, I don't want this to lead to this. I don't want that to be part of the equation. And obviously because there's just been this cutoff. I mean, this is a great partnership, but they've cut it off. Why? Because they don't want this. And yet it looks like you're wanting that. All right, what else for Pisces? Well, we got that. Non-action. Is this is this each of you? Is this about each of you not giving each other silent treatment? Like maybe this person has cut things off because they're like, look, don't make me say it, but I don't want to get married. I think you're my person, but I am closely guarding my stuff. And I'm kind of like, okay, the more you're wanting this, the more I have to question why and if this is worth it and what's really going on. I don't think they like being disconnected from you, but I think they feel really strongly about not taking the relationship to the next level if it has to mean committed, connected marriage. I don't think they're. I think they're okay with the devotion. I don't think they want to make it legal or official for some reason. Some people don't. They've been there, done that, and they're like, oh, nothing but problems. Maybe some people change when they get married. Pisces. Destruction. Okay, ouch. What would Pisces person say to them if they could? This starting to feel like this is about pride, like this is about a standoff. You want one thing, they want another, and it's about who's going to cave first. Like it's just a matter of pride. And it could be more destructive than... You're both feeling the disconnection, honestly. You're both feeling it. But it's at some point it starts to become about, okay, how much more are we going to let this go before the damage becomes irreparable? And it's just about destruction rather than, or just about winning rather than working together. I think they want to, but they're weary. What would Pisces person say to them? Last two cards for Pisces. This is turning out to be confirmation, so let's see what they say. These last two cards here. Pisces. What's going on with Pisces? This is somebody that very well could be kind of wishy-washy to committing fully, even though there is a hot and intense, passionate connection that you're just like, the bee's knees. Like this is about the ideal, just it relationship, right? And yet this is someone, even though you got that ideal it factor and the hot, passionate, there's adventure, great sex, great all this stuff, but someone's still wishy-washy about locking it down, nailing it down, making it official, all that. So, yep, confirmation, there it is. Oh, whoopsie. Oh dear. All right. Lying was just easier for me than telling you the truth. Awesome. Want to meet my grandma? I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. It's like lying was just, that's hard. That it's hard to hear because consider that someone might have thought that a better option, to be dishonorable than to be honest. Why? Was it that hard to tell somebody the truth? Did they make it that hard? Was it just easier to lie and then keep the peace? Consider that, just saying. Pisces, I feel like this might be who can outlast the longest, who can give the longest silent treatment the longest. Not mean so, but I think both of you feel very strongly in your positions, and it's almost like it's like who's going to make the first move to bridge the gap. I don't know. This is a tough one because the the feelings and devotion are there, but well, yeah, it's there. Everything's there, but this person just doesn't want to commit. I can see why you're heartbroken. All right. I hope this was helpful. I hope you two are able to work it out. Like I said, 3 more months. Something's going to turn, but this has been going on for about 3.5, 4 months. So, ouch. Okay. I hope you guys get through this. And I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care, Pisces.